Welcome to the Creating Wealth Podcast, where Kyle Curtin takes you on an extraordinary journey alongside renowned multifamily real estate sponsors and syndication experts from every corner of the United States. We teach you how to harness the power of passive real estate investing and witness the transformation of your wealth building strategy. Let's create wealth together.
How is it, I guess, kind of like, and you don't have to go too much into detail, but like, did you, when it came to like, finding that first equity partner and, kind of like having the conversation of like, oh, hey, like, this is what I got going on. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Like, did they more or less kind of come to you after seeing, like a lot of the things that you've done already and, kind of like that next vision? Or did you kind of go out and be like, hey, like if I find something, like, is that something that you might be interested in? Like Brandon Turner's kind of phrase,
Yeah. So, what was it? Like beginning of October, I went to BPCon, and at that time I really had like this realization there where I didn't have a problem. I was just at a point where I had to pivot, and I was like, wow, this is a point that pretty much every successful investor is going to get to. Like either they've hit that point, and they had to pivot, or they're at it now, or they gave up at it, right? Like this point where you've maxed out what you can do on your own, and now has to become a team sport. So, I left BPCon and I was like, okay, I'm going to make a list of 25 people who I think might have a lot of capital that they know they need to invest, but they don't have the time to learn about different investing strategies, or they just don't want to, or they're just, too busy with other stuff, or maybe they know people or work with people who fit that description. So I made my list of like 25, 30 people, and I'm like, this is going to be so like awkward and I'm going to get so much rejection here. But I was like, I'm just going to text 5 of these people every day. So every day I'm going to text 5 of these people. I kind of wrote out like a pre-written message, basically saying like, as you know, like this is what me and my husband have been working on all year, and we're ready to take that next step and get into something bigger. So we're looking for somebody who may be interested in investing in real estate, but doesn't have the time or knowledge, but wants to get in on the returns and the perks of investing. Do you happen to know anyone who fits the bill?
There it is. Yep.
Like somebody who, like I said, just wants to get in on it. Yeah. And so I wasn't directly asking them. I was kind of like, do you know anyone? Like, does this remind you of anyone in your network? Do you know anyone that might want to talk about this? And of course, a couple people just didn't even answer. I got a lot of, I don't think so, but I'll let you know if I think of anyone. But one of my clients actually at my beauty business, I texted her because she used to have an interior design company. So I'm like, oh, she kind of already works with people in the real estate world, right? And it just so happened that she was sitting at dinner with a friend of hers who fit that description perfectly. And it was just so aligned, right? Like the next day she had said to that friend, like, I got this text last night, and it was exactly aligned with what we were talking about, because this friend of hers was saying, I really want to buy another property, but I don't really have time. And because she already owns a 3-family. And so we got connected. We had a phone call. We met for coffee. Then we had another couple phone calls. And that 4th meeting was her saying, like, let's do it. I'm in. And I cleared it with my financial planner, and like, this is a great idea. So she gave me a certain amount that she was comfortable investing in something, knowing what my expected returns are from a good deal, like what my criteria is for a good deal. And we went to my lawyer, we drafted our partnership agreement. So now we're just trying to get under contract. So we're making offers. And I'm pretty optimistic that we'll get under contract within like a week or 2.
That's a wrap for today's episode. We want to thank you for being a valued listener of the Creating Wealth Podcast. Make sure to visit www.creatingwealth.com to connect with us. Dive into our ever-expanding library of informative blogs. Get access to our private investor portal and explore a wide range of additional valuable resources. Stay tuned for our next episode as we continue to create wealth together.